Welcome back to JIMBS. My name is Melissa Mitchell from here in Australia, Abundant Life Studio, and today I'm reacting to 10 biggest reasons Muslims say Islam is true, FTD facts. Wow, they've got like 1.4 million subscribers. That's a lot. We've recently done a reaction video to FTD facts. I think they might be in America, is that right? I really liked their video. So I'm looking forward to this one. 10 biggest reasons Muslims say Islam is true. This was uploaded 10 months ago, 57,000 views, which is pretty cool. All right, let's see what it's about. And I'll see if I know of any of these facts as well. And I'll give you my opinion at the end. Okay, here we go. We'll press play. Before we do, actually, make sure you hit that subscription button below. If you like this reaction video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And of course, tell a friend about JIMBS and head over to Instagram and Facebook to follow JIMBS Reaction TV on those platforms as well. All right, so we'll get started. I'll push play. 10 biggest reasons Muslims say Islam is true.
Like many other religions, the followers of Islam, called Muslims, believe that the religion of Islam is true and it's also the only true religion. In this episode, I'll be looking at 10 of the biggest reasons why Muslims say Islam is true. Hey guys, what's happening? Welcome back to FTD Facts. My name is Leroy Kenton, and for this one, I want you to watch it all the way to the end so you don't miss any of these reasons. Okay, starting at number 10, the Quran claims to be the word of God. The Quran is a holy book of Muslims, and it claims to be the direct word of God, or Allah, revealed in the Arabic language to a man who was unable to read or write, and he's known as Prophet Muhammad. Also, it says that there's no errors in the Quran. In Surah 12 verses 2 of the Quran, it says, "Indeed, we have sent it down as an Arabic Quran that you might understand." Also, the Quran says this is the book about which there is no doubt, a guidance for those conscious of Allah. And that's taken from Surah 2 verses 2. Next up, number 9, the preservation of the Quran. Although the book was revealed over 1400 years ago, it is believed by Muslims to have been perfectly preserved. And to make a claim that a book would be completely preserved until the end of time is a very big claim. But we find this statement in the Quran. "Indeed, it is we who sent down the Quran, and indeed, we will be its guardians." And that's taken from Surah 15, verses 9. Okay, another one has to do with science, and this is the formation of the embryo. The Quran mentions in detail the formation of the human embryo, and this is something that cannot be seen except if you use some sort of microscope. But this is unbelievable because 1400 years ago, you know, how would somebody have known this? So the Quran has a statement that says, "And certainly did we create man from the extract of clay. Then we placed him as a sperm drop in a firm lodging. Then we made the sperm drop into a clinging clot. And we made the clot into a lump of flesh. And we made from the lump bones. And we covered the bones with flesh. Then we developed him into another creation. So blessed is Allah, the best of creators." And this famous passage comes from Surah 23, verses 12 to 14.
Assalamu alaikum. This is an urgent appeal.
Sorry guys,
for the
the ad
people
there.
of Yemen.
Another big reason why Muslims believe Islam is true is that millions of people have memorized the Quran. In Surah 54 verses 17 it says, "And we have certainly made the Quran easy for remembrance, so is there any who will remember?" And the Quran, by the way, consists of over 600 pages and over 77,000 words. Yet still, there's millions of people around the world who have memorized the entire Quran, literally from cover to cover. So they can, of course, recite it pretty much without making any mistake. Moving on to number 6, everything is in pairs. This takes us to another scientific belief that is mentioned in the Quran. The Quran specifically mentions that everything is made of pairs. Today, we actually know that all matter is in pairs. matter and antimatter, electrons and protons, and so on. When we look in the Quran, Surah 36 verses 36, it says, "Glory to him who created in pairs all things that the land produces, and their own kind, and other things of that they have no knowledge of." That takes us to the halfway mark of this episode. Really hope you guys are still watching. Coming up, we have 5 more reasons to go, but I just want to take this time to mention our members. Thank you guys so much for your monthly contributions to us on FTD Facts. It really helps us to produce even more videos like this. So if you guys are really enjoying our content, consider becoming a member where you can help us produce even more and reach even more people with our videos. Any help you offer is greatly appreciated. It does go a long way. And the link where you can become a member is below in the video description section. From there, we move to number 5 in this episode, the big challenge. Okay. Say, if mankind and the jinn gathered in order to produce the like of this Quran, they could not produce the like of it, even if they were to each other assistance. And now this challenge is found in Surah 17 verses 88. We have another similar challenge in the Quran, and it goes like this. Or do they say he invented it? Say, then bring 10 surahs or chapters like it that have been invented, and call upon your assistance, whomever you can besides Allah, if you should be truthful. And that's found in Surah 11 verses 13. The reason at number 4 is the reason of observational proofs. The Quran points people to observe things that can actually be seen, or points to things that would need some research to really learn more about it. So for an ancient text to be able to state certain things about our world and the universe at a time where people lacked certain tools that can allow them to explore and observe these things, well, it's mind-blowing for Muslims. Surah 21 verses 32 in the Quran says, "And we made the sky a protected ceiling, but they, from its signs, are turning away." This, by the way, is one of many that mention observable proofs. But from there, we move on to number 3. Islam is a way of life. This is a big reason why Muslims believe that Islam is true. Beyond just a religion, it's a guidance for all aspects of life, especially when it comes to economic guidance, social guidance, guidance for every aspect of human existence, including things like sleep, cleaning yourself, how to use the bathroom, how to walk, how to talk to people, how to deal with people of the opposite gender, how to give to charity, how to eat, how to drink, and the list goes on. Pretty much every aspect of human life, you can find it in Islam. The reason at number 2 is the proof for God is found in Islam. Now, when we look into the Quran, we find a passage that says this: "Were they created by nothing, or were they creators of themselves, or did they create the heavens and the earth? Rather, they are not certain." And you can find this in Surah 52 verses 35 to 36. So either humans already existed, or they brought themselves into existence, or they were brought into existence by something or someone else. There really only leaves one option available, so Muslims view this as a huge proof for God, and this is one of the reasons why they believe Islam is true. Now, number 1, prophecies. There's many prophecies mentioned by the Prophet Muhammad, but just going to be looking at a couple. There's going to be widespread usury or interest, and this is what the Prophet Muhammad has been reported to have said according to the Hadith. "A time will come over the people when they will consume riba, or usury or interest. They asked him, all of them? He said, whoever does not consume it will still be reached by its dust." Now, there's another hadith that we find this statement in. He, the man, asked, "When will the hour be?" He, the Prophet Muhammad, said, "The one who is being asked about it does not know more than the one who is asking." He, the man, asked, "Then what are its signs?" He, the Prophet, said, "When the slave woman gives birth to her mistress, and when you see barefoot, naked, destitute shepherds competing in constructing tall buildings." And this, of course, is linked to the Middle East, where they're constructing various tall buildings and competing to see who can build the biggest structures there. So guys, that brings us to the end of this episode. This was a brief look at 10 of the biggest reasons why Muslims say Islam is true. Thanks for joining me here for another episode. Really hope you liked this one. If you did, leave a like, and also if this is your first time here to the channel, subscribe and ring the bell to be notified when new videos are posted. We love to share facts and information about the various different countries, cultures, religions, and people of our world. So if those topics are of interest to you, stick around, join the FTD Facts family, and I look forward to seeing you guys in another episode.
Okay, cool. Cool. Oops. Excuse me, sorry. Sorry, just turn that off there. I apologize about that at the end. So yeah, that was really interesting. I think the FTD Facts make really good videos. I've watched one of theirs before. I think Leroy does a really, really good job of what he's talking about. And yeah, really, really interesting. 10 biggest reasons Muslims say Islam is true by FTD Facts. I think he presents really well. I think he, I'm so sorry about my hand going across the camera there. I was trying to turn that off quickly. Yeah, he presents some good arguments, some good, you know, things from the Quran. I think it was really quite interesting when he's talking about the way of life. I hadn't heard that before with Islam, so I think that was a really nice thing to hear. Yeah, the tall buildings was quite interesting, because if it was written 1400 years ago, you know, they wouldn't have had tall buildings then. So it's quite interesting that that's in there. That is very significant, I think, that is in there. So yeah, really good. Opened, you know, I was quite curious to hear. FTD Facts, well done. 2 thumbs up for that one. If you like this reaction, make sure that you hit that thumbs up button, and of course leave a comment below. Subscribe as well. I do apologize there was a few ads within that video, so I was trying to desperately turn them off, and of course at the end there covering the camera, I'm sorry about that. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this. My name is Melissa from here in Australia, Abundant Life Studio. You're watching JIMBS, and until next time, we'll see you then. Bye.